Hello everyone, welcome back to another very autumnal day in the Bordeaux region, surrounded by golden vineyards and leafy trees and the very moody weather that is perfect for staying in by the fire. I spent the second part of my recent trip to this region in the beautiful hotel Les Sources de Caudalie, one of the three hotels by the family-run hotel group Les Sources, all of them deeply connected to the family's vineyards and the wine culture. The whole property is so picturesque and charming, especially at this time of the year, and everywhere feels like a haven of tranquility, both inside and outside. We arrived in the mid-afternoon, and as the days are quite short now, the light was already low, and even more so since there was some haze in the sky blocking the direct sunlight, making the whole environment around feel very bucolic. For our stay, we had a signature suite booked, beautifully decorated with plenty of countryside textures and patterns, very spacious and comfortable, and with a very generous covered terrace overlooking nothing but the vineyards, with its last few golden leaves gently swaying in the autumnal breeze. After settling in, we decided to sit on the terrace and relax, admiring the landscape over a glass of red wine from the neighboring Château Smith Hood Lafitte, owned by the family of the Les Sources owners. Before the sun started to set, we decided to go on a walk around the property and take in all the charm of the picturesque nooks and corners around. As night fell, we got ready for dinner at La Table du Lavoir, one of the 3 restaurants in the hotel. They also have a 2 Michelin star restaurant, the La Grand Vigne, but we preferred to go for an easy and hearty meal in their more casual restaurant. La Table du Lavoir has a deep countryside feel, with its rustic fireplace lit, the wooden beams and trusses supporting the ceiling, and the several rustic decoration elements scattered around the room. The food is also very warm and delicious, the type you would expect to find in the French countryside. The next morning, the sun came out a little bit more, not too much though, but just enough to make the whole landscape feel a bit more vibrant. I decided to start the day with a swim in the indoor swimming pool with views to the Golden Garden that felt like an extension of the swimming pool itself. After taking a quick shower, we went for breakfast in the Glass House restaurant room with views to the property's lake and the vineyards behind it. As the light was making the landscape increasingly beautiful, we went on another walk among the vineyards before getting one of the bikes available for guests and going for a short ride around the Château Smith Haute Lafitte, just across the road from Les Sources de Caudalie. Towards the end of the morning, we went for a visit and wine tasting at Château de Cérons on the margins of the river Garonne and just a short drive from Les Sources de Caudalie. After learning more about their Cérons and Grave wines, we visited a few beautiful rooms of the chateau and then had an immersive experience in one of their old cellars, reflecting on the importance of the water and the microclimate of the region on the characteristics of the local wines and terroir. We then finished with a tasting of their red, dry white and sweet wine, and then had a light lunch by the fireplace along a couple glasses of the Château de Cérons wine. A few miles upstream the river Garonne stays the tranquil village of Saint-Macaire, which is where we spent the next hour or so before returning to Les Sources. Saint-Macaire is a small but very picturesque village, and at this time of the year it was so very quiet. We were almost the only ones roaming its narrow and winding streets and visiting its squares and its grand church that seems almost out of place when compared to the small scale of the village. And with a small tour of Saint-Macaire, we finish another video and our explorations of the Bordeaux countryside. Please leave a like and a hype if you enjoyed this video, and do make sure to subscribe, as in the next few videos I will take you to one of my favorite autumnal destinations, the beautiful Cotswolds. See you on the next one.